Hello, this is Johnny. Welcome to my channel, Emptiness Embodied. And today, I'd like to talk about resistance. And specifically, resistance to the present. A lot of us, most of the time, live in maybe more subtle or maybe more obvious resistance to what's happening. There's a lot of things in life that we don't want to do. It's sort of this, everything becomes a means to an end. We just want to get through the day at work, or get through the traffic, or get through, washing the dishes, so we can get to these points where we're either relaxing in front of the TV or we're doing something we really enjoy. And we're always sort of in this constant sort of wanting to be in the future, being there to the point where, let's say we're eating our favorite meal, watching Netflix, and as we do that, we're satisfied and content. But then once that's over and we got to, go to bed and then go to work the next day or whatever, or maybe we got a meeting in the afternoon we have to attend, or, we sort of go back into a mode of not wanting to be here and wanting to just get back to, you could say, our happy place, and whatever that is. For some people it's fishing. For some people it's watching TV. Or maybe it's going out and drinking. Whatever it is, we sort of have these things we want to do, and our life revolves around just getting to the points where we can enjoy ourselves in those moments. And then it's almost like we decide, okay, back to not enjoying the moment until we can get back there again. And there's resistance to everything else other than what we want to do. And the first thing to notice is that it's not what we do that makes us enjoy it. It's our resistance to things. See, if we're doing something we like, we stop resisting the present, and we almost, you could say, become present, and we enjoy the moment. And then when we do something the mind doesn't like, internally we will decide, I don't like this. This is whatever we call it, boring, annoying, hard, and resistance arises and causes us to not enjoy what we're doing. So if let's say your favorite task, let's say it's fishing. When you fish, you enjoy it, you're in bliss. There's no resistance there. And then your unfavorite, maybe it's weeding the garden. See, these are two external things which are just happening. There's just action to them. There's just movement. One's throwing a rod in the water. Another one is just pulling things out of the ground. So if we strip it down, it's just activity. But one, there's a layer of resistance, and the other, there's not. See, the weeding isn't the problem. The resistance to it is. And if we can become aware of that resistance and almost see it with our minds that weeding's not that bad. It's just, I'm just moving my arm and pulling out a weed. I don't need to make it harder by going, I don't like this sucks, this is so boring, I want to be on the boat fishing, or whatever it is you do. So that is sort of the first part, is just becoming aware of our resistance to things. And then secondly, we can remind ourselves, this isn't as bad as I'm making it out to be. This isn't, in reality, it's never that bad. It's, we make things way worse than they have to be. And if you do it right, you'll notice a shift. It's like, yeah, I'm just doing what I have to do. I can do it with presence, or I can do it with resistance. There's a choice there. And some things are harder. Like, there's going to be things which, it's big fish to fry, you could say. Like, hard to tackle, like hard to not be resistant to. But if we start with the small things, like weeding and doing the dishes and hanging the clothes up, eventually we can work our way to, bigger things. Like sitting through a boring meeting or a uni lecture or whatever it is. But yeah, what I would invite you guys to do is, when you're out and you notice resistance, become aware of the resistance. Try to bring yourself into the body, into presence, and notice that it's not that bad. And find that inner joy and inner being, and do it with that, and you'll find it will sort of flow, and it will be all good in the end. And this takes practice, but eventually we want to get to the point where we're just centered and present, and to the point where the external world, it doesn't matter what's going on, whether we're out with friends, whether we're working, it doesn't matter what we're doing, washing the dishes, we're just present and enjoying and letting what comes. And sure, there's going to be things we prefer to do, but if something we don't prefer to do arises, it's not going to diminish our well-being and happiness and inner peace. We just flow with it, flow with life, instead of living in this sort of cycle of resistance and then non-resistance. There's it's no rest. And subtly, when you're doing something you like, you just know, oh, I got work tomorrow. It's Sunday, I'm enjoying home, but deep down, I got work tomorrow. So there's always like a pushing away, like, oh, I don't want Monday to come, which diminishes your enjoyment of Sunday. If Monday wasn't a problem, Sunday becomes even better. This is, the power of a practice of presence. That's all I have for today. Thank you.